So after many weeks of speculation, Aaron Rodgers finally signs his extension with the Green Bay Packers, a massive 3-year extension worth over $150 million, which many people are calling a team-friendly contract, which, I mean, to me, it just begs the question. With friends like Aaron Rodgers, who in the heck needs enemies? I mean, seriously. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You heard me. Aaron Rodgers signs a massive 3-year, $150 million contract with the Green Bay Packers, making him the highest paid quarterback in NFL history, and also garnering him the title of most guaranteed money ever. Now, this is how the numbers break down. The first 2 years of the extension are fully guaranteed at signing against injury and performance, and due to pay him $42 million this year and $59.5 million next year. Now, those are the only 2 years that are fully guaranteed. If he happens to play in 2024, he would also make $49.3 million, but that salary is not fully guaranteed at the time. Then basically the contract adds 2 additional void years in 25 and 26 that if he does decide to play past 2024 or even really into 2024, the team will have to restructure his deal because that cap hit would be a massive $69 million, okay? The other side to this deal is the cap space that they were able to save this year, which was $18 million. It was going to cost the Packers $46 million for Aaron Rodgers this year to play on the team at the cap number he was at before the extension. But now he's at a cap number of just under $27 million. It's like 26 point something million. And yeah, that still is a lot, but it's a lot less than $46 million, which he was set to count against the cap. And this space hopefully will allow them to sign other players like Devontae Adams, Russell Douglas, and Jair Alexander to extensions as well, keeping this team together for the next 2 years at minimum. And I say at minimum, but really, like I said, this contract is a 3-year extension, because if he doesn't play in 2024, the Packers are going to have to eat a $69 million cap hit of dead money. And that's worse. That's almost twice the value of the cap hit that he was going to have this year. So that I don't like. And another thing I don't like is that this deal, which some people are saying is genius by Aaron Rodgers, to me, it just turns out to be greedy and selfish, because I don't think he's lived up to the expectation or perform to the level that you would expect for a quarterback making this much money. Like if you're going to pay a guy $150 million of guaranteed money, then you should be getting some guarantees in return. And right now, the only thing the Packers are guaranteed, or the only thing that has been guaranteed from Aaron Rodgers the last 3 years, is that he's going to choke in the playoffs. And that's the biggest issue that I have with the contract. It's not really the money. I wouldn't mind the Packers paying him this massive extension if he was making it to Super Bowls and winning championships. Hell, I'd say pay him more. Pay him $60 million a year. I don't really care. But it bothers me that this guy can go out every year and fall short of his expectations every year and still continue to get paid more and more and more money, and have no shame in asking for it, or no shame in accepting it. Even though he likes to make it seem like it's not about the money and it's about other things. Dude, every single year, you never turn down a freaking penny, okay? And it's because the Packers have paid you these astronomical figures over the course of your contract that they're in a situation like they're in now. This is why they were forced to restructure him or extend him this year, is because he forced them last year to void the final year of the contract extension he signed in 2018, putting them in this predicament. And really, this contract was supposed to provide assurances and guarantees, and it's supposed to be like, provide some finality to his career. And it's supposed to, make his future in Green Bay crystal clear. But to me, it doesn't make his future crystal clear, because after 2023, he can do this all over again. Let's say Rodgers wins another MVP, becomes a 5-time MVP like Peyton Manning. Or dare I say, what if he goes on to win 6 MVP? What if he wins back to back to back to back? You know what I'm saying? And what if he becomes a 6-time MVP winner? And what if he's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm 41, but I feel like I can play 2 more years like Tom Brady did. Then the team will be back in this same position all over again. Unless he plays in 2024 and then he retires in 2025. I guess, then it'll be more of a truly team-friendly, cap-friendly deal. But, the way things have played out so far, I wouldn't put it past Aaron Rodgers to hold this team hostage yet again in 2024. And, another thing that really sucks is that I feel like Jordan Love is just being neglected and abandoned by this franchise after they took him first overall. And, I was really excited, and, I was really looking forward to him having a chance to start this year. It just seems like his development is going to, be even slower than originally planned, because Rodgers is just, too selfish and egotistical to sort of just move on, bro. And it seems like it's all about this sort of power exchange, and, him flexing his muscle and flexing his leverage and being in control. And I don't know, it just honestly kind of pisses me off. Now, as far as the bright side of everything, it's not much of a silver lining, but if there is one, I'll say it's this. Regardless of how much money that they have to pay this dude over the next couple of years, hopefully the salary cap will continue to increase each and every year like it has, since the beginning of the salary cap, with the exception of the COVID year, which obviously messed everything up. But other than that, this thing has been going up, exponentially every single year. So by the time they have to pay that money back to against the cap, it'll be more money in the, total to pay it from, so it won't be as harmful. But at the same time, it's like, maybe it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it doesn't really matter at all, because before this season, I was one of those fans that were used to freak out about, how big the cap space was, or how much cap space there was, or how little cap space they had, or how much cap space they had, And, I thought that, it was going to be really hard for them to bring this team all back together, and they were going to have to lose, a couple of key contributors. But so far, everybody's been restructured or extended, and the whole team's coming back together. And it just seems like, the cap space is a myth, and none of it matters. You can just keep pushing money further and further down the road. As you do that, the cap space continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And, really, you never have to pay those insane numbers unless a guy gets injured, or you have to cut him because maybe some sort of, off the field issue or something like that. Going into this offseason, the Packers had the second least amount of cap space in the league. They were $60 million over the cap, or whatever it was. And after seeing what Russ Ball and Brian Gutekunst were able to do, yeah, I just think the cap is a myth. So, honestly, it ends up being like a win-win for everybody. Even though, to me, unless Aaron Rodgers wins a Super Bowl, it would be a complete waste of money. But other than that, besides the optics of it and just my personal feelings, yeah, it's a win-win. They got everything they wanted. Rodgers got everything he wanted. And, the Green Bay Packers will be, I guess that's the only guarantees the Packers do get. As long as Rodgers stays healthy, they'll be relevant, for the next couple of years, and he's going to play at a high level and, probably choke in the playoffs, but at least they'll be in the conversation. I don't know, man. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. Was this a waste of money? Did Aaron Rodgers deserve it? You know, how do you feel about Jordan Love's future with the Green Bay Packers? Let me know down below. And if you haven't done so yet, man, please sack that subscription button for me. It would mean a great deal to me. And till the next show, go Pack go. And remember, the Bears still suck. Peace.